So it's a privilege for us all to be standing here. And today, we are going to be having a little panel session with some great minds, pundits in the field. Like Dr. Baba J said, every single person here came from somewhere. And today, we are all packaged, calling ourselves millionaires and billionaires, of course. To join me on this platform today, I will be inviting some great personalities whose story also have a resounding applause because we know ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, without much wasting time, let's make welcome to Mrs. Antonia Boluwaji Abayomi Ogunlade. She is the Managing Director, CEO of P1 Homes. Please join your hands together as she comes off the stage. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. To join us here again is the Managing Director, CEO of P1 Perfection. He is Mr. Williams Aimaku. If you clap better, then he will walk faster. Ambassador Aimaku. Thank you. Okay. Let's make welcome the third person to join us here today. She is the Managing Director, CEO of P1 Sterling. She is Mrs. Lolia Idu. Dr. Lolia Idu. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. This one. No. Now to join us again on stage this bright day is the Executive Director, and she's Executive Director of P1 Legend, and of course, she is the Executive Assistant to the President and the convener of this group, Mrs. Chioma Ugochukwu. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please, may the seat. Okay. Lolia, the president calls you elegant Lolia. Okay, so let's ask. I remember when we first met somewhere, I think it was in one of the directors' birthdays and all that, and you were not yet a member of this great organization. So let me ask, what did you see? What really made you join? And how has the journey been?
Thank you so much, Mr. Rostin. I want to first of all say a very big thank you to our convener, Dr. Jane Omumere, for giving us this opportunity. If someone had told me 3 years ago that I was going to be here on this stage in Echo Hotel Convention Center, I don't think I would have seen it. I want to say a very big thank you for this opportunity. I want to thank our chairman. Thank you so much, sir. If you want to clap, clap well. You don't understand. But by the time I'm done, I'm sure you would understand where I'm coming from. Thank you so much for this opportunity. First of all, I want to say that my journey in P1 has been that which is, or which has been very swift, with the God factor in it. I joined this business in the year 2020. Like our MD said, when he first met me, I went to my friend's birthday party. I made a cake for her birthday party. That's the managing director of P1 Prestige. And when he saw me, he said to me, he said, why have you not joined P1? It wasn't like she wasn't talking to me about it. But then, I didn't see the need to join the business. To me, if I have to go into something, I need to first of all understand it. I've never done MMM, I'm sorry. I have never done proxy. You know, I really don't know how to, or I really don't like the fact that if you tell me, keep this thing and you're going to get this in return, if I do not understand the process of it, I would not get involved. You know, the get rich quick scheme, I've never been interested, so I've never lost money. You know what I mean? And then when my friend told me about it, I felt like I did not have the time. I had worked in the bank, I have a banking experience, worked with FCMB Bank. I was in a department called Credit and Sales Department. I was leading a team. One of the people that were in my team at the time is one of the regional managers now. I was in FCMB Bank when I got an offer from MTN and I came to Lagos. Now, I'm one person that if I'm given a task, if I don't see the end of it, I would not rest. You know, when you have this passion to do something and to deliver on it, it's always been my thing. Fast forward to when I got interested into when I got registered into the P1 business. My friend came and she said to me, Lolia, you need to come and join P1, and I told her I do not have the time. After MTN, I was in the US for a while, and then when I got back, I didn't want to do the 9-to-5 job. I wanted to have time for my children, for my family. I'm a family person. If you want me to function, give me my kids, give me my husband. You get the best out of me. And then I wanted to have time for them. I don't do maids. It's not because I don't have the money. It's because I know the kind of kids, the kind of family that I want to raise, right? So thank you, sir. Thank you. I know it's stressful, but then, you know, in the lives of children, you don't have all the years. In another 15, 16 years' time, you won't have the time for your children like you would have now. Once they're out of secondary school, they are gone. After secondary school, I don't think I spent 2 months in the house again, right? So I need that time with my children. So that's my own reason for not having maids. Now, the P1 journey for me started, my first training, which was in November of 2020. There was a seminar that was facilitated by my ginger blog. I call her my ginger blog, Ada Ibekwe. And then my upline also invited me, and we went. The reason I accepted to go for that training wasn't because I wanted to listen to the opportunities of P1. I went there because I wanted to market my own product, which was cakes, right? I went there and I made a free vanilla cake and a free chocolate cake, and I gave it to them for free. And I said to myself, by the time they are done with the training, I would go around and I would say to them, oh, do you enjoy the cake you made? Oh, I made it. Can I have your number? I wanted to do my own networking. That was why I went. But for some reason, my attention was drawn to the presentation. And I said to myself, wow, if this is all they do in P1, and I'm saying to myself, I do not have the time. I was giving myself excuses not to even give the business a trial. I was telling myself how busy I was, oh, my children this, oh, my husband this. I did not even try to find out what the business was all about. I went home that day, and that was the changing point for me. Thank you. And then I started the business. The first person, to interest you to know that the first person ever that I had in mind, that I said, okay, you know what? If I was going to do this business, this is the person that was going to help me, right? Now, don't forget, I've left the corporate world. I'm not a party person, right? I'm not a social person, so to speak. I used to be extremely shy. And then I called my friend and I said, let's go and see this person. We went there and the person told us no. He said, Lolia, you know that I have properties. I said, yes, sir, that's why I came. And he said, you know, I bought properties for my children. I said, yes, sir, I know. That's why I came. And he said to us, I do not need properties anymore. And I turned to my friend and I said, babe, you don't be. This is the only person that I know that I think would help me in this business. And then the person is saying no to me. Let me go back to the kitchen and go and start baking. And we left there that day frustrated. But then there's something about me. I do not believe that if I go to someone, I'm going to get a no for an answer. I went back and I started asking myself, what did I not do right? Very quickly, I understood that the problem was not the person, neither was the problem my friend. The problem was with me. Now, I was going to introduce to someone that knows and trusts me about a business opportunity that I do not know, neither do I trust. Do you understand? Most of the time, the problem we have is that when we want to market a product, we've not sat down, like Ambassador William said, to study it. We don't know what we're going to sell. We just hit the road that we're going to market. I knew the problem was with me. I didn't know my onion. I didn't know what I was going to sell. That was the game changer for me. I went back and I started attending trainings. And very quickly, I understood at least a little bit of the business opportunities. And guess what? I went back to the same person that said no to me. And I went back to that person and I said, you know what? When he saw me, he said, Lolia, property again. I said, yes, I know that you've told me that you do not need any property. But then, this is Christmas. You have staffs, you have people that you would want to bless. By the time I finished my presentation, I heard the man nodding his head and said, oh, yes, yes. I left that place that day, 10 plots of land sold.
Okay, sorry, quickly. So that let me ask one more question.
Yes, please.
If you should get an offer to work with the bank right now, leave P1, go back to the bank for $1 million monthly, yes or no?
No.
2 million naira monthly?
No.
3 million naira monthly?
No.
Please jam your hands together for her. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Mrs. Lolia. Thank you for being part of this session. Thank you, Ambassador Perfection. Thank you so much, Williams. And the oldest Woto collector, MDP1 Homes. Thank you for being part of this session. And Shoma Ugochukwu, thank you so much.